Are you able to hear me now? Hello. Is it any better? Are you able to hear me now? Hello. Is it any better? Hello. Hello. Yeah. Is it any better now? Are you able to hear me here? Cool, cool, cool. Sorry, sorry, guys. Sorry for the tech glitch. I think this software is not good, and I'm not sure like how to do it. I was checking out other softwares as well in the meantime, but वो सारे पैसा लेते हैं तो उतना तो भी मुझे मिलता नहीं यहाँ से कि मैं उतना पे कर दूं मतलब 40-40 डॉलर जो है वो लोग चार्ज कर रहे हैं पर मंथ. ओके सो अब शुरू करते हैं फिर से. सॉरी फॉर ऑल द ग्लिच. कूल. सो अंकित के साथ स्टार्ट करते हैं राइट. सो आई एक्चुअली वेंट थ्रू हिज resumes नॉट रियलाइजिंग दैट यू आर नॉट एबल टू हियर मी. तो बट हाँ मतलब आई सॉर्ट दिस आउट विद स्ट्रीम यार्ड की मतलब वो क्यों जो है ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है एंड दे आर नॉट एबल टू लाइक support me well for some reason. Okay, so I'll start now. Okay. So first of all like start with again like start with people जिनका already मतलब जो अभी session उसमें है ठीक है. तो you are able to see the screen right. So सब दिख रहा है ना. So this is his new resume right. If I could show his previous resume as well. So let me show the previous resume as well. So this was his previous resume right. And now he has changed it to this. And this is like his real resume. So massive improvement, काफी ज्यादा improved है. And this is like post our last session. तो अब इसको देखते हैं. All the links I have checked, they are working well. सब information वगैरह काफी अच्छे से provided है. The initial statement which kind of defines the work he has done so far and the aspirations he have, the things he want to do. So that is also fine. उसके बाद इनके टेक स्किल्स हैं which is like very well layout. He has mentioned like उनकी कौन सी in which technology he has what kind of expertise. So that's very well mentioned. The other skills are also very well mentioned. Education and all very well laid out. Certifications के अंदर he has provided the links for the certificates as well, so that anyone who is like going through his resume can quickly validate. उसके बाद virtual internship is the point wherein I was thinking that maybe. Okay, so oh nice. So this even this virtual internship is also like having the certificate, which is again very nice. I wasn't expecting this, but this is like really nice. But my suggestion would be that put it along with the projects because virtual internship is not something that's like more aligned with your knowledge and skills. It's aligned more with the work that you have done, right? So that's why I would recommend ki, like put this virtual internship along with the projects that you have done. For the projects, the thing looks well, the numbers are not very well highlighted. But when I was going through this resume like just before, so what I felt is that right now he has mentioned that what he has done and the outcomes in the same like format. Like I was going through and I could not see like wherein it differentiate between the things that he has done and the things the things which were the outcome of what he has done. So what I was recommending is कि मतलब probably put these also like see the bullet list as well, right? So this should be these should be the sub list items. So perhaps like put something like that the work done and put few points there and the outcome put the other points there. Same for this for the target one as well. Other than that, herein also the numbers are very well defined, but not just highlight the number, also like highlight 15% reduction in material cost, right? Completion rate or on an average, ensuring an completion rate of 90%, right? So just don't mention, don't highlight the number. What the number represents, also those things should also be highlighted. But other than that, the information is very well laid out, a very proper utilization of the space and all in one page. Like he has provided so much information. So in all, the whole like resume looks a lot better than before. So this is like a good job done on the feedback that was given. So great job on this one. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so let's take a look in the sequence only, right? So Rashmi, Mention Kai. Let's see if she has shared the resume. Rashmi, I can't find your resume. Maybe if you can just message me which with what ID you have shared your resume, I'll be able to open it. Mrudang. Let's see. Okay, let's see the resume of Mrudang. Right. So this is the resume of Mridang, right? Let's just go over. Email has a link. LinkedIn profile has link. Experience. First of all, like very well. See, like I mean, wo color वगैरह that's not very much needed. Even a black and white resume looks really good. Like this one, it captures all the information well and the look and the feel. मतलब, these are like resume of tech folks. You do are not expected to spend like that much time on the design skills and all. Even a plain resume that carries all the necessary information, that's good enough. So, experienced technology leader driven, driving digital innovation, business growth, and engineering excellence with expertise in product development, process optimization, business analysis, and tech solutions architecture. Looks good. Like he has just mentioned that what all he has done, what all are his key skills and all. So that looks good. It's not like I mean, but like it kind of becomes a norm to mention that looking forward to work in an environment wherein I get ample number of opportunities to put in my energy to deliver some great results. Like all those statements are really not needed. Wherein always try to mention what you have done so far. That like this looks like I mean one is like you are not getting ample number of opportunities in your current organization and the second is like matlab, it one can just read through and understand that this is a line that's copied from somewhere. So this is like a clean line on what you have done, what are the skills as you have. That is like more than sufficient for the interviewer to like look through. Leadership skill looks good. I would still say like put the technical skills over leadership skills unless you are like looking for managerial role. But his profile is more like I mean he's on a very senior role. So probably for this because he's like driving the things rather than executing the things. So this for him it looks like perfect leadership skills. I'm not sure about like what servant leadership is. So, but I mean, I'm not sure. Like this can sound like a controversial term. Like often you're seeing like master, slave, all those terms are very not very well taken in that industry anymore. So not sure. Like I mean, hope that this kind of is aligned with what you are doing, and this is like a well accepted term, right? Requirement gathering and analysis, high level design, database design, microservices, RESTful API, looks good. C sharp, PHP, Node.js, Python. One thing, make sure like if you are mentioning multiple languages, right? So I mean, understand that interviewer can ask you anything. I mean, you should not then say, okay, I've done more work in C sharp, but I've just like started working in Python, right? So those statements will not be taken. So be very particular about like what statements you are asking here, right? What you are putting in here. Although the bigger organizations, they are not very much dependent on what tech stack you have worked on. Like they are look more for like what is your like what is your understanding of algorithms, what is your understanding of designing the systems and all. But yeah, I mean for smaller organizations which like want you to get like I mean get working as soon as possible without wasting even a single day, these things would matter. So they can potentially ask you anything on what you have written in your skill section. Resolve trip process bottlenecks caused by high process. Maybe you can mention some numbers as well, like what, how, and what was the impact. Optimized Apache looks good. Efficiently manage geofencing for this looks good, very well. Best transportation optimization solution. Nice. Grow bank. Food loss prevention Asia challenge. Maybe like you can provide a link about this challenge, like what this challenge is, so that someone can understand. Or if you have any or certificate and all, even like if you have any certificate, you can just I mean if it's not like available online, you can just scan those certificate, put on a Google Drive or somewhere, and then provide the link of those certificates here. Best tech innovator for supply chain of the year. Best logistics automation service provider. Nice, nice. I mean, so many, but see, like this is for 2018, right? Oh, or it's all coming in a sequence. Nice. Star of the quarter, star of the month. Nice, nice. This is nice. So what I was trying to look at is like probably, I mean, I saw that 2018 and then directly 2013. So I was just trying to see whether the all the certificates are in the sequential manner or not, but they are very well laid out. All are in our like sequential, I mean, chronological order and all. Very nice. Um, this is a very good way of representing about your product, and also this is like one of the best that I've read so far. Products, customers, team size, and also this is really like looking very nice and clean. Complete suite of supply chain orchestration platform divided into pre-transit, in-transit. Customers like Flipkart. Nice standalone IoT for vehicles. Oh, B2C products like Alexia, customized products projects for Mondelez, 10 plus legacy products. Like looks good. Roles and response. Oh, nice. We have mentioned the responsibilities separately. Created a comprehensive blueprint of each module and defined connectivity between aligned technical strategy. Mm. See if you can like highlight few numbers, or maybe like put in more emphasis on the outcomes of the things as well, and so that people like when they are interviewing they're also looking at like what was the outcome. So right now it's very well laid out like what was the project and all, but maybe you can highlight the outcome somewhere so that like they stand out, because the interviewer will not have that much time when she or she is going through the resume. So maybe something on that front would be helpful so that like it can like quickly catch the eyes of the interviewer. But other than that, I really like, I mean, the only recommendation that I can give is like just put in those things, just like highlight the things that can actually stand out for you. Looks good, very nice resume. Consider like putting this education somewhere here only, because this is like the things that you have done, and these are your key rewards, outcomes, and also see if you would want to put this in. But irrespective of that, doesn't matter much, right? Overall it's a good resume, very nice layout. Let's move on to the other one. Okay, so Mrudang is done. Rashmi, I could not find your resume, so I could not take a look at that. Ankit is done, Mrudan is done. Let's see Hema. If Hema, okay, let's see the resume of Hema. Sorry. Okay, so this is the resume of Hema Govi. Links are there. You may consider taking this line in this section. There's a huge space here that can be like utilized for putting this section, the about me. Technical skills is fine. Maybe like you would have seen the first resume of Ankit, right? Consider putting in your expertise level, because it there is still a lot of space left. So those 5 pointers you can like consider using those kind of like bullet list and all, like those bullet points that can define what is your expertise in these skills. That would be helpful. Soft skills, I'm not sure like how much they soft skills, I would say like, I mean, if you are like not that much relevant here, so maybe like think of it like, if you really want to put this, if you are looking for a, like a BA business analyst kind of a role, then probably it makes sense to put in the soft skills and all. If you are looking for an SD kind of role, the software engineer or even the data scientist and all, I'm not sure like how much they have to interact with the customer and all. So like if you are like just on the back end like playing around with the numbers, I'm not sure how much is your exposure to the customer. So considering that, like see if you would want to keep these skills or not. Education is fine, right? Although 10th and 12th, again, it's not that much needed, but if you still like want to keep it, that's fine. Achievement performer of the month, see again, I mean, try to put the link for the certificates here, certificate for contribution, maybe like mention for contribution, like I mean, try, see, you are wasting a lot of space here, right? But you have got certification of appreciation for March, April, May, June, right? So why not put it something like contribution of appreciation for say driving the ABC of the company, or improvising the this, or improvising the customer experience for this or something, right? And put them in separate points, mentioning that what was the point that actually got you this certificate. That would be better for you. Best player of the league, that's fine. Certificate, certified twice for generating lead for, that's fine. Just like consider I mean, separating these items and also mentioning for what reason was this certificate given to you, right? Penny senior associate, September to present, average productivity at this, average quality at this, preparation of 3 daily reports, preparation of 2 weekly reports, analysis of 2 reports, presenting and suggesting areas of improvement. Right. Like I mean, now for example, for this point, I would say like analyze the reports and suggested the few improvements leading to like 15% improvisation in the whole process or something, right? What was the outcome of this, right? One also needs to understand what were the tools that you used to do this. This is also something that one is looking at. So I mean, every point that you are mentioning here should be done using like what was the intent, how you executed it, what was the outcome, right? So all the points should like try to capture these three questions so that one can understand that okay, this was the aim where you started with, this is how you executed it, and this was the final outcome, so that like they can analyze the impact as well. Maintain consistent communication procedures across teams, improve service delivery daily through interventions, initiate and drive projects that would increase user satisfaction, productivity, work independently on own customer queries, train 10 plus new hires, okay, research and gain knowledge about the retail. Successfully handled a team member of 10 for 3 months in the absence of team lead. Not sure, like, I mean, this is not like, this is not, think of it like rephrase this. This is not looking very impactful. Successfully handled a team of 10 members for 3 months in the absence of team lead, right? The point is then when the team lead came back, what was the impact? Did you get a team for itself, for yourself and all, right? So in the absence of team lead, I'm not sure like if it is really needed or not. Even successfully handled a team of 10 members, that's more than sufficient. Like these things other than that, like these are not needed. Like why did you do it? What was after the 3 months? What happened, right? So you're like creating unnecessary questions for yourself. Keep it concise, keep it informative, but don't like try to like I mean like open up possibilities of follow up questions somewhere, right? Analyze financial transactions, presenting the cross-selling banking service, generate CTR and report suspicious transactions to the concerned team. Also, like, what was your position here? You haven't mentioned, like, in Karnataka Bank, what was the position you were working at? Again, in Accenture, what was the position that you were working at? Mention these things as well, because they are also like they help the person to identify that okay, this was your role. Were you able to like deliver based on the role that was assigned to you, or what you delivering more than what was assigned to you? They are also associated with the role that you are playing. So reading through that, that makes like more correlation with the things that you have done. Financial transaction of client and suggest presenting cross-selling banking service, generate CTR and report suspicious transaction, new clients, documentation. Like again, I mean this point in itself is looking a bit incomplete. Think of rephrasing this documentation. Like for example, documentation around the new customer onboarding or something, right? Mention that terms as well. What was the documentation about? Also see if you have like used certain tools, like you mentioned these technical skills, right? Which technical skills were used in which project? Try mentioning that, right? Because right now I'm not getting a like as a person, you like any person reading your resume will not get a feel of like what all technologies were used where. So see if you can mention those things, like what you used in what all projects, that can like make a better impact. Otherwise, I think it's looking nice. Other than that, it's looking well laid out. Again, a very simple theme and all, not too much fancy those things. But yeah, it looks well, conveys all the information. Let's see the next resume. Okay, after Hema, mm, Tapaswini. Let's see if we have resume of Tapaswini. Okay, Tapaswini Swain, software development engineer. Okay, number is fine. This is fine. Bangalore, India, LinkedIn. You can use a shorter URL here, right? Just use a shorter URL and provide the links like in line. If one clicks there, she should be or he should be able to go to your profile. Cool. Other than that, looks good. Senior front end developer with 10 plus years of experience in designing and building responsive web and mobile apps efficient with JavaScript. Looks good, very nice. Like you have clearly defined what the things you have worked on. Languages, JavaScript, TypeScript, HTML, CSS, SAS, React, Redux, AgGrid. Frameworks is fine. Tools, VS Code, Git. Maybe you can mention the other tools, for example, like IntelliJ and all the IDs and all you are comfortable with. Just, I mean, just think of it like all the tools that you use. Uh, Consider that. You also the deployment tools and all, see if you work on like all those tools as well. If you work on like tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins and all, see if you like work on them, mention, do consider mentioning them as well. Project one current, in this project one current is not needed. Internet of things access tracking, that's fine, right? um Also like you can do, okay, TCS, okay. See, if all of the projects you have done in TCS, na, so mark like this should be the main heading TCS, right? And then associate consultant, right? So that one can understand that okay, these are like the things that you have done as a part of TCS, right? Mention, like think of it like put try to bring this, like surface up this company name, because right now like it seems the project one was here, but then like project two association it kind of breaks up. So see if you can, like if you want to like move the company name somewhere. Customers Sunbelts in the, I mean again like these things, these can be merged. Internet of things access tracking, IoT access tracking, also like use terms like IoT, right? Like software engineers will understand. So IoT access asset tracking is fine. Customer name, IoT is asset tracking, and then you can put comma customer name to just reduce on this space. Implemented highly responsive UI components using, participated in the initial wave of developers learning and implementing integrated. This can come in later, right? First of all, like mention the things that you have integrated Okta login, implemented industry standard accessibility, right? Industry standard accessibility, if you used any libraries and all, consider mentioning the name of those libraries as well. Wrote unit test using the jest test framework, that's fine. So right, so like the way like you have mentioned here, see consider if you would want to like put in any library name or something that you have just participated in the team's design and code review process, worked on agile development, mentored 4 junior front-end developers. Looks good, otherwise it looks good. Just see like all the points that created more impact, those should come in first and then the other ones. Project 2 built a hybrid application containing the industry's gold standard in assessment tools by Pearson, implemented responsive web components using Bootstrap and custom CSS targets, refactored. And also you can like okay, you can like reuse this space as well. It is not like because you have mentioned these years here, so you cannot use the space. So like this point, these two words, they can come in here only. Like try to, because I'm seeing that on the page number 2 there's a not a lot of content. So I believe that it can all fit in the one page. So that's the intent. Like if you can do that, it would be better. Implemented responsive, refactored an auto scroll widget, integrated the backend APIs with the front end load test cases using the Jasmine test framework. Looks fine. Consider like highlighting these. Also, like these test frameworks and all, I don't see their names here, right? So like these should also be mentioned here. Here you mentioned about the Jest framework. Here you mentioned about Jasmine test framework. I'm not from JavaScript background, so I'm not sure about them, but yeah, you can mention them here. Internal initiative work with project solution to write to the best suited technology stack for the solution. What solution mention something about like what was the solution, what was the problem statement that you are dealing with, right? If it is like a very, I mean, very secretive project, is still what you did about the project and all, I mean, some details should be doable. Just make sure like you're not like breaching the policies and all. But yeah, mention something like what solution does several POCs to create platform and native desktop application using, like you'll have to mention a bit about like what was the solution was. Otherwise, even if the interview will ask, you'll have to explain. So it's still like fine. Given the boundaries that you have, consider like what all you can mention here. Angular, right? You worked on Angular. Oh, you have mentioned Angular. Okay. Next, you worked on Cognizant, migrated existing reusable UI component from Angular JS to Angular 2, also created new usable components like pagination. Looks fine. Participated in discussions with the client to understand complex behavior framework. Experienced in troubleshooting development, experience in front end development, jQuery mobile, Cordova APIs. These things should also go in your technical skills, right? So see, I mean, how do you fit them in? But these can like really enhance the resume. Java application. Have you mentioned Java there? You haven't mentioned Java here at all. Any reason like you have mentioned here that you worked on Java application as well, but you haven't mentioned Java here. Think of it like, I mean, why are you hiding this? Is it because of the lack of expertise? If that's the reason, then even like consider moving this out from here as well. Otherwise, mentioned it on the skills as well. Java is a very important skill, and if you have worked on it, like it can make a big difference. So consider putting in Java there as well. Other than that, looks good. I still feel that the resume can fit in a single page. All these fonts can be like reduced slightly. The margins can be utilized better, and you can try to fit the whole resume in this. In fact, for example, Tapaswini Swain can give him here SD here. Your profiles can just move in here, right? So that it like ends up here as well, and then you'll have some more space here. So it is, I think it is doable to like reduce the even some of the lines which are like spilling across multiple lines, they can utilize the area over here so that they fit in a single line. Other than that, looks good and clean. uh, Try like emphasizing a bit more on your skills. I feel that like going through your resume, I feel that you have worked on a lot more things, but you haven't captured them here. So which like kind of is not doing justice to the things that you have worked. So consider like putting in that. Cool. Tapaspini, we are done. Roshan. Let's look at the resume of Roshan. Roshan, I don't have your resume. Roshan, if you are there and you have like, you can just mention through which ID you have sent your resume. I'll be able to open that. Swati, hi Swati. Swati, do have you shared your resume? Cool. Let's open the resume of Swati. Okay. Cool. So here's the resume of Swati. Again, Swati, same feedback. Try utilizing this space as well. You can probably move these, like some of the links towards this side, right, to make a better utilization. Because right now, again, like for you also, the resume is spilling across two pages. See if you can like open. like optimize the space well and break it to a single page. Other than that, links and all look good. Hope you have like validated the links. Is it the right link? Okay. Experience with over 4 years, passionate about building high quality mobile applications. I'm actively looking for about to continue. Hmm. Try to put in a more emphasis on the things that you have worked so far, like this, like the whole statement that defines the things that you have done. That's just like, I mean, like point 0.5, and then there are like 3.5 statements on other thing, right? So see, at least like try to make a balance of what you have done versus what you want to do. So it should potentially be something like 50-50, like 50% emphasis on what you have done, 50% emphasis on what you are like trying to do. So see if you can like elaborate this a bit more and reduce like lines are like looking more like that you have copied from somewhere. So try to like reduce all these plastic statements and put in something you are actually wanting to look at, like explore other technology, see the integration, or something of that sort that you can look at. Skills Android, Kotlin, Firebase, HTML and CSS code, Java, RX Java, GraphQL, Git. Otherwise, it looks fine. Consider putting in all the a bit more like all the other tools. If you have worked on Jenkins and all as well, put in those tools as well. Even like all the management tools, even Jira and all, you can also put in those as well. I'm telling you so because right now this space has a lot of scope for better utilization. Like right now, the number of tools that you have worked in, it's not that much like in number. So there is still a scope. Go through the things that you have done, go through the tools that you use, consider that would you be wanting to like put them here, like at least like at least two more sections of these bullet points, or see how you can better like lay them out better, right? For example, if any unit test framework, if any automation frameworks that you have worked on, you can mention those as well here, right? Okay, SD1, get my parking, Bangalore, Karnataka. Cool. Technology, Android, Java, Kotlin. Okay, collaborated, develop permit feature, contributing to the enhancements of the application functionality, collaborating with the team, transitioning from MVP to efficiently fixing bugs, implemented new features, conducted thorough, integrated a NMI payment gateway into the app, ensuring secure and streamlined transaction for users. Okay, actively collaborated with the team to establish, implemented GraphQL. This should be like one of the primary points. Implemented GraphQL API with core routines, improving. So this should be one of the prime point, right? This is like coming towards the end. This in fact can come towards the end, but this should be like the second or third point because this is like showing an improve. Also the payment part integrating this should also like come in proficiently fixing, but again this point can go down, this point, these points like wherein you have like done some actual work like the payment gateway integration, the GraphQL API and all. These things should come in first, and then the other things like clean up the bugs, do the bugs, all those things, collaboration of the team and all those things, because these are the things that everyone is doing, right? These are the things that you did to make yourself stand out, right? So first of all, mention the things that made an impact, and then the other things which everyone is doing. Engineer Babu, Indore, MP, technology, Android and Kotlin. Okay. Hello, an app with the feature to verify users' identity, secure, integrated Firebase, integrated reserve payment, SDK, integrated Firebase, integrated camera API, and nice, very nice. Link. So any reason that you have provided the link for this app, and these apps like not are these apps not out in the public or somewhere? Because if you are providing a link here, so consider providing for all of them because all of them are like public apps only. So consider that if you would want to. Also, like I mean, use like shorter URLs and all like this club.outline.innovation. Right? You can use an optimized URLs. So use those things. Developed and reward portal app for working professionals and implemented features like viewing and selecting offers and coupon, build the app entirely from scratch and successfully deployed it. So you must have used some deployment tools and all. Now consider putting them as well in your resume. Implementing dynamic, what tools did you use? Implement and deployed using ABC tools, right? And deployed it tools, or maybe like you can put one section here towards the end, skills and all, wherein you can mention that what are the tools and skills. Tools, huh? So you can mention these things over there to get in to incorporate Prathma Sarthi, a link, developed an online, build the entire app, implemented, followed MVVM, use the navigation for seamless in app, REST API with coroutines. Looks nice otherwise, soldier. This is the okay. These everywhere, everything you do in engineer work. Oh, okay. App entirely from implemented paging 3 API. Soldier. Nice, nice. Looks nice. Take your knowledge online, develop the power knowledge, implemented features such as following follower system and invite system to facilitate, enabled users to create post and events, fostering. Try putting the link of the certificates here. Nice. Otherwise, it looks nice. To consider using some template as well if you would want to, because that can help you to optimize the space. But other than that, the things here look nice. I mean, you have done a lot of projects, and it seems that you have like done things right from scratch. You have built the systems, you have deployed the system by yourself. So you have a very strong profile because you have like taken the ownership and delivered the things, right? So on that part, like you have a very strong profile. See if you would want to use any template, because that can really like enhance, like put in more impact. Right now it's like a very, I mean, it's a very simple format. It's not like it's kind of like putting through all the information that you want to capture. But yeah, any good template would like would be able to like put on more emphasize or put on more impact on the person who is reading the interview, who is reading the this resume. But overall it looks fine, very nice. So okay, so we are done mostly. For the folks that are available, and I'm also like very sorry because we could not start on time. We'll try to make sure that the next time we don't see these tech glitches, and we try to like start on time. Right now it's like almost like 9 o'clock, and I also like to rush through for another commitment. So I'll end the session for today. If you were present on the session and we could not take up your resume, we'll try to have another session soon, and we'll take up that your resume in that session. So thank you guys, thank you everyone for joining, and hope you are able to take away something really good that can like help you to grow, help you to become better. So thank you everyone, like thank you. Okay, bye bye, good night.